What's
गलत
the
बोल
full
दिया
form
क्या?
of that
Correct.
TS?
Like,
It's right. And
टीएस
it's
मतलब
Neeraj
पोनाटी
Mohit.
एंड
नहीं,
एस मतलब मेरा पापा का नाम सुरेंद्र.
Wait.
guys, stream live हो
We are
चुकी है.
live.
ओह नो, मैं तो म्यूट.
Kritika, let's give it a minute and get started.
Yeah. Okay, let's start. Hello and welcome everyone to GDSC TorchBearers podcast. We are thrilled to have you all here today as we dive into an exciting journey of exploration and empowerment within the GDSC. Before we jump into hearts of today's event, let's take a moment to set the stage and let the amazing audience who joined us today let us know what motivates them to tune into today's event, and let them feel to share in the chat, and we'll be we'll love to hear from them. As GDSC Leads, we understand the significance of our roles and the incredible opportunity that it brings us. Now, without further ado, let me introduce you to today's speakers. The first speaker is an inspirational GDSC lead from Satyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai, Tharunya P. For the second speaker, we have Divyanshu Raj, a very confident GDSC lead from Heritage Institute of Technology, Kolkata. For this third speaker, I introduce you to Gauss Syed, an easygoing GDSC lead from MGM Jawaharlal Nehru Engineering College, Aurangabad. The fourth speaker is Anish Shobit, PS, a proactive GDSC lead from St. Joseph Engineering College, Mangalore. The fifth speaker is an extremely diligent GDSC lead from Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Aurangabad, Ganesh Karde. The sixth speaker is an optimistic GDSC lead from Ansol Engineering College, Ansol, Neeraj Modi. I am Kritika Tam, GDSC lead from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. I'll be your host for this session. Today, we'll be shedding light on what it means to be a GDSC lead, the benefit it offers, and the vast networking opportunity it provides you. Going further, we'll talk about the application process from understanding the requirements to crafting a compelling application. We'll provide you with all the tips and insights you need to make the application stand out. Speaking of tips, we'll also share with you our stories and strategies that help us secure our roles as the GDSC leads. Let's kickstart our session with some valuable presentation. But remember, this is your event too. So feel free to ask any doubt and questions that come to your mind throughout the session. We'll wrap up this interactive session with a Q&A. So feel free to address any queries and you have in your mind in the Q&A session. So sit back and relax and get ready to be inspired as we embark on this journey together. So let's dive in.
So, when we just hear about GDSC, the Google Developer Student Club, the GDSC as an acronym, I think resonates innovation, collaboration, empowerment to everyone who hears it. It just brings all these passionate tech enthusiasts under just one roof. And when I hear GDSC, I think about this dynamic source of energy where people are just curious, they want to learn and collaborate. It's just a community at its core. And it's also about making this lifelong friendship with like-minded people. It's more than just a club. I think a lots of people say it's more than just a club for a lots of things, but for why I say it is because I feel it's a moment that brings all these geographical boundaries together. It unites individuals with common mission, that is to use technology for good, right? So Divyanshu, what comes to your mind when you think of GDSC?
First of all, hello and happy Holi, everyone. So, Tharunya gave me a question like, what comes to my mind when I think of community? So, like when I think of a community, I envision of a collective effort where people come to learn and grow together, and that exactly aligns with the vision of GDSC. For me, it is more about making positive impact to the society, making contributions by solving real world problems. And to be very honest, it's all about fostering support to include inclusivity and to bring more and more people together, and by bringing in diversity, as we are hosting this live stream itself on diversity with GDSC YouTube channel. So for me, it's all about bringing people together, solving real world problems, and bringing positive impact to the society. And the ideal imagination which I have about a community is exactly the way Google Developer Student Club functions. So, like moving on, I have one question to Goss. Like, what does GDSC mean to you?
Okay. Hello everyone. तो कैसे हैं आप लोग? So to me, GDSC basically means a family wherein each family member helps each other to grow in their respective areas of interest, fostering continuous learning, facilitating connections with new individuals, like-minded people, and obviously getting hands-on experience with coolest technologies. And I have one question for Anish. What's the coolest part about being a GDSC lead?
Hello, everyone, and happy Holi to everyone. So, the coolest part is, I would say, uh, having great friends and great team. So, and I met you all cool people around, and so I love to engage with like-minded people, and obviously the GDSC title as well, GDSC lead title, and they it's a great passion, and you'll also meet a lot of Google experts who come and teach you a lots of various stuff. So my next question would be like, what are the benefits, networking opportunities, and experience that come in this position? Over to you, Ganesh. Is it there?
I think Ganesh hasn't joined us yet, but I can pick that up. So
Okay,
you
awesome.
asked what are the benefits and networking opportunities, right? So when it comes to the benefits, there's a lot. You get to have, be in this community. Ganesh is here. Let's ask
Yes,
from
yes, yes.
the man of the hour.
Hello, Ganesh. Ganesh, you're not audible. Now, is it only for me?
He's not audible for me too.
I
Tarunya, you may
think
continue.
you can continue, I guess, Arun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to the net benefits, you get this community in itself for you at college. You are able to take in or step into the position of leading that community. People obviously hold you to higher standards, and that's for your own good, because you are able to inspire lots of people. You are able to again meet your seniors. You're able to learn a lots of things. It brings you that sense of uh, visibility as well, even for your future career perspectives. When you look into that, it just makes you stand out. And the networking opportunities, especially for me, the networking opportunities just grew 10 times as soon as I joined the GDSC, because I was able to attend all these conferences or all these networking events. And the very first thing is they would notice that I'm the GDSC lead, and people would come up to talk to you. You also have this, I guess, sense of belongingness, because you are already a part of a community which is known. And those lead you to various opportunities, various experiences, just rich experiences which you can have if you utilize it better. So the position in itself brings you lots of value, and I think that's about it. Well, Neeraj, can you walk us through these steps and share some insights into what makes a standout application?
Thanks, Tarunya. I am Neeraj. I am from Akusun Engineering College. So, the steps. So, actually, the application is the first view you are presenting to the team, that what you are and what you will be doing in your tenure, and what the steps you will be carrying out to to for the community. So, the steps. If you will look at the form is basically simple. Simple asking questions like your LinkedIn profile and your all the steps. And then second last section, you will see three questions that asks your experience of technology, and your motivation regarding joining GDSC. And in the last section, you will find a video to attach to so that how you are motivated and how you feel that you are best fit for this role. So, uh, why you think that you are best fit for the GDSC? So to make your application stand out, that you have to figure out some basic points like your leadership quality, your decision making ability, strong communication skills, your passion, and your motivation. So now, if you answer those questions, so you will be thinking that how can one present those answers and in the text format. So while writing the answers, you may answer in a way that it gets catchy to the team who reads the question, and be the original you are. You must not fake yourself that I am this, and because if you will fake yourself, then it will be good for you. It might be good for you, but it will be bad for the community, and you are not a good leader for that. So taking for making the applications like that, becomes catchy, and you point out all the points that are special inside you. It makes the application stand out. So uh, I would like to I would like to ask a question for that. What is your favorite GDSC event? Like I would like to ask this question to Divyansu and Gauss. What was your favorite GDSC event? And you may continue.
All right. So in my case, Solutions Challenge Regional Bootcamp was the coolest event that I have ever attended and as well as conducted for the people. Like in my case, I have conducted an internal hackathon in which I got a very good response from my college. 10 teams from my college got selected for the regional boot camp, so it was a very good achievement of being the founder of this GDSC club at my college, because before that we didn't had any GDSC, and mostly there are basically no clubs in my college in which there is a fostering tech and all this stuff which students help each other to grow in the peer-to-peer network. Like-minded people can connect, grow, learn new technologies and stuff. So what's the case for you, Neeraj? Sorry, Divyanshu.
So, talking about like my favorite event which I have ever experienced at my college, which I mean to say GDSC Heritage Institute of Technology, is absolutely Session Zero. It's our annual flagship event, and it's my favorite just because of the personal connect which I have with this event. Because last year it was organized on 8th of April. I exactly remember that date because it's so special for me. That was the very first time I expressed myself in front of the GDSC people on one of the most controversial question, that is DSA versus Dev. Basically, there was a session on DSA, and I was expressing my views. So while answering that, I felt like I have something to share with the community members, and if I get a broader stage, I can convey it better. After that event, like I was closely observing all the core team members who were making that event possible, our GDSC lead and others. So that inspired me a lot, and that ignited the curiosity to apply for this role. And after applying for this role, I'm like feeling I'm so glad to say that I'm announcing it through this channel that I will be hosting the same session zero on 6th of April, where with the motive and with the intention of motivating, I would say 20, 30 Divyansus like me to apply for this role so that they can express themselves, they can make this positive impact to the society. And I want this session zero to be as special as it is for me. The same, I think it will be for them, because this session is definitely a lit for me, and like they are going to learn a lot out of it. And I think if the next lead from Heritage is going to be here at Diversity in India, like GDSC YouTube channel, he will be sharing the same.
All right.
So next I have a question like from Anish. Like how important are the essay and video which we submit during GDSC application process?
I think it's very important that uh, the like how we present our videos and like what to say essays or like question answers. So it also emphasizes like how we write the questions and how we answer it, and what are the passions we have for the technology, and we have to keep attention to detail. So if they say it's like a 1 minute 30 seconds video, just keep it to 1 minute 30 seconds. Just don't try add more stuffs etc and stuff. Then I would also recommend saying that what is the question they have asked, keep it to that topic itself, and don't go beyond that. And those are my points. Then you can also show your creativity and in terms of speaking, which can also help you. So next question would be to Divyanshu again. Back to you. So what's your secret ingredient for crafting a standout application for GDSC?
Oh, why are you asking me to reveal this secret aspect? Anyway,
On
so I think adding community aspect in your answers is the key to make your application stand out in front of other applicants, because I feel GDSC is all about your impact to the society, your impact to the community and people around you. So adding community aspect that actually comes from you. It should not be the thing which you are getting inspired by listening to the GDSC leads. It should be within, like it should come from you. So what I'm trying to say is you have to have a good community aspect in your answers. The most important part is the video which you create. It is going to be your first interaction with the people at GDSC. So try to make it as positive and as engaging as you can, because ultimately this is going to help you making your application stand out. So moving on, next I have one question with Tarunya. Like, what are the next step after the application process? Once we submit our application, like what are the steps after it?
So I think the entire selection process is of three steps. First is your application, then comes the diagnostic test, and then the interviews. So just after completing the application process, all the applicants will receive a invitation email to participate in the diagnostic test. The test, at least for us, it was typical for 60 minutes, I presume, and it there was a deadline which was given by which you have to take it at any time within that deadline. And what that aims to evaluate is your problem solving skills, your leadership qualities, your technical aptitude, and it serves as a a round for selection, because this is where applicants get accepted or rejected, because all the applicants will receive this diagnostic test. Following the diagnostic test, the selected candidates will receive a invitation to attend an interview with the GDSC team. This interview again serves as your first, at least, live interaction with the GDSC team. It'll be the final round of selection process. You have, I guess, flexibility with the timings. You can select it at your own convenience, and they do hold a significant weight in determining who is accepted into this program. So you first is your video, which is your first interaction, and then comes your final interview. After this, I guess, fingers crossed, and you'll be waiting for your mail of acceptance. And there's also one crucial thing about the application process is you have something called as referrals or nomination codes which you can utilize. So Neeraj, how can present applicants get referrals?
So, uh, referrals are like you have leadership quality, you have technical skills and everything. Like then referral codes are like cherry on the top that it takes make your application mission marks that rocks make the application rocking. So last time I was discussing this on the meet that how to answer this question, and Anish said that bro, don't leak this secret. We will not let them know this secret. So sorry, Anish. I will let them know every possible thing that they are going to take. So what you can do that you can go over LinkedIn and all other means of communications and ask the leads that bro, can you share me the referral code and please, and bro, please be ready to answer the questions what the leads are asking to you. And yeah, by that process, you may get referral code. You may ask your seniors if GDSC was there in your college, and yes, that's all. So next, I will like to uh, ask Ganesh that to what extent does coding proficiency play a role in securing this position?
Why not ask this question directly to the audience first? What do they think? How much does coding proficiency matters a lot in securing this
Uh,
position?
I think maximum of them are from engineering background, so they think that uh, coding must be a must stuff. So I think they will be answering in the chat. You may read.
Guys, come on, answer. We are here reading the chat. If let's see what you guys are thinking, then we'll final give you the answer. How much does it matter? What do you think might be the levels of proficiency? Expert, amateur, professional, playing FIFA?
Newbies only.
Anyone? No one's gonna chat. Okay. No, okay, fine. Lead code medium solver.
I think they
All
are
right.
busy somewhere else.
I'm
Yes, they
not
are here.
talking about competitive programming, guys. I'm talking about your own level. One CR ka job.
Nobody
All
over.
right.
Great, great.
Great.
I mean, your
All
diagnostic test also has a technical aspect to it, but what do you guys
It
think?
shouldn't.
yeah.
It shouldn't matter.
You know one thing. Yeah.
Sure.
Also, I'll answer
Yeah,
this,
okay.
guys. Listen. So to become a lead at your university, you do not need to become perfect in every aspect you think. You do not need an expertise in all the programming languages, all the technology, all the framework which you are learning. You do not need to learn everything. You just need to know about how that thing works, and how can I lead a team or give that task to a person and make that person work according to your requirements.
Actually, most of the
And
job
there's
is
one question one person has asked 2 times. Let's first answer it about him. Like, could you share a few tips on do's and don'ts while applying for the lead, and also what kind of ways of answering must be avoided while applying? I guess this question applies to Taranya.
So, when you are, especially in your essays, do talk about your experience. I'm at this time of day and age, people know when it's generated content or you have written it on your own. So I think it's very alarming if it's not written by you. So please at least put in efforts to write the essays on your own, write your personal experiences, put in how GDSC, if you were part of GDSC before, at least as a core member, team member, write those experiences on how it has helped shape you, and what are the future plans you have if you were to become GDSC lead. And also try to put in these uh, examples also. It be very specific about details, put in examples. And what else? Mm-mm-mm. It should be very personal, it should bring out your personality as well. So that is very important, because I see all the GDSC leads, they have spot on personalities. So you have to bring in your personality in your essay. And when it comes to your video, it's very crucial because it's just 90 seconds. You have to present, give your intro, present whatever the question, answer whatever the question you had to answer, and conclude as well. It should not be abrupt. There should be a good flow. It should be natural. So I think those are about it. And what you should avoid is generated content, please.
To summarize
All right.
it, instead of using Control C, Control V, use Control Create.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good one.
Okay, moving on to the next question. Were there any challenges you faced during the application process, and how did you overcome them? Over to you, Anish.
Oh, this is like a lot of technical issues. Firstly, I don't have a webcam in my laptop, so I had to connect my phone in order to actually make the video. Now, actually, I'm using a webcam, external webcam. So that was one thing. Then Another difficulty was time management. Like I had to do it after college hours, etc. So that was one thing. And if you don't believe me, I applied on the very last day, and at 11 o'clock, and I come to know that 10 minutes later the GDSC Leads, this thing has been extended by 10 days. So that was a very troublesome thing. Then obviously you'll be self-doubting yourself again and again, thinking, am I the right person, etc. and stuff. So I would say that at least pre-plan everything well ahead, and that time that doubt won't come to you. So that is one thing. Then obviously, if you think that you're not able to do it properly, then I would recommend that at least you seek for some help. I have sought help with many people, and I've asked my previous lead, and I've asked many other people as well about how to answer and how to be this thing. So like how just Divyanshu also told, Taruni also told, just be yourself. Don't copy stuff. Don't do Control C, Control V. Just say from it. As of now, the applications are open till 27th of March. That is day after tomorrow. Does the diagnostic test include coding or technical questions? So basically, only technical questions will be there.
It's better to
Yes,
experience it yourself.
Exactly.
there are technical questions. I would say very uh, beginner
It's
level
like
questions.
technical and behavioral. So in the sense, how you behave and how you interact with others, those questions will be asked.
There
मुझे
is
तो इंजीनियरिंग
definitely a
ग्राफिक्स का क्वेश्चन
section.
पूछा था.
I think I
Yes,
had
yes,
a few
we are
DSA
reading chart.
questions.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, a DSC question was
Yeah.
asked to me, and it was more of like aptitude kind of stuff. So it was very easy.
Basic
And
one, like
Extensions, no. As of now, there is no news, so let's not hope for that. I would recommend at least just start applying today itself.
Hmm. Bro, have you
Hmm.
checked the assignments they have sent in your mail? I was checking the assignments, and the assignments were consisting of lead code questions.
Okay, interesting.
I think someone has asked about the video.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So again, video, as I said, it's 90 seconds. So there's very little you can do. Quick intro, again, be cheerful, quick intro, put in your strong points, and then later answer the question and conclude. uh, have I, at least I did, have a few punchlines or something, like, this something which draws attention, because you do know there are applicants, like there are maybe 10 to 20, or at some colleges I did hear like there are 40 applicants. So you want to stand out, and how do you stand out? Think about those ways, like make sure you understand how to present yourself, like as a very diverse individual. So, put that also into your video. Maybe add a few punchlines here and there, or maybe just tell something funny. The stage is all yours.
And I think if you're really good with editing kind of stuff and all, then how the name
Oh
is
yeah.
printed over here, you could actually display some few of the contents over there. So you can actually like share more of your details in a very less amount of time. So that is something you can do. Then someone has asked, could you wrap up what are the process after filling the application form? So
Okay.
I
Someone
yeah,
I
else.
okay.
think
I've done it a lot.
Tharuni and Anis will be more interested to share their videos from the YouTube.
No,
You
no, no,
may
no, 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 no,
introduce
no,
them.
no, 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 no,
God.
no, no. Yeah.
But I was
Maybe
So
just
Taruni.
reading my essays. I feel really proud of my essays. I'm like, damn, you were sensible.
okay, Sahil Kumar, just coming to your point, like, could you wrap up the what are the processes after filling the application form? So after this, you'll be having a diagnostic test, which will be there of 60 minutes, which is where you'll be asked technical questions and behavioral questions. Then followed by that, there will be an interview process which can last up to 20 to 30 minutes. Then after that, if you're selected, you'll be getting an email probably around mid-June or July first week or something that you have been elected as the GDC. And one more thing, don't always trust the nomination code. I would say be actually like be positive and like what say duration it could lead to like few months or something. Depends because there will be many applicants.
So basically, you are going to get the result in around like first week of July. So like what's the time? 2 or 3 months are left. So just wait and prepare yourself for the interviews and the diagnostic test if you have not appeared yet. And I think that is the way like your patience is being tested by them. So just appear for this test, and definitely if you have made the video, the advice which is being like given by Tarunya, Anish, Neeraj and like Gauss, definitely your application is going to stand out in front of others, because it is all like the answers are coming from our experiences, and for me experience matters a lot. So definitely all these things will make your application stand out.
I think it's my time to ask the question to where did that go? Okay, a question to Goss. What are the common myths about being the GDSC lead? This is an interesting one.
Okay. So, how did anyone of you ever Googled how much does a GDSC lead earns? Probably, if you
Gauss,
search over the Google.
just let them search and let's see the answer in the comment section.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, somebody created my name's account and cat. Yeah, हुलिया बदल दिया है मैंने अपना.
Yes, guys. Now just have a search on Google like what is the salary of a GDSC lead.
जेमिनाई करना.
One question from Viber's Paradise has been asking twice or thrice. So, how much time does it take for the third round? Means 30-minute interview. It's around May, around May or like April. April end to May. So entire May it will be there. So that's about it. Neeraj, did you talk about some assignment or something?
Yes, yes, I talked the assignments we got.
Yeah. So they were asking what is that assignment about?
Yeah, a lot of people are
Go
asking
and
that.
go and practice courses of lead code.
Oh, okay, so the assignment is not from GDSC, right?
Actually, we
I
got
think they misunderstood.
At least for me,
Guys, go and Google it.
they
Like, what's the salary of GDSC lead? You're going to get something interesting.
Okay, Gauss, do you want to say what is it?
It varies around 5 lakhs, sometimes 10 lakhs, but most common answer is 12 to 16. So let me tell you the truth. You don't get anything as a side because you are not an employee. Being a JDSA lead is totally volunteering basis. You have to voluntarily ask and create a community, and basically make people connect. So you won't get anything and don't expect anything in return if you are doing something good.
So basically, like leadership is all about making influence without being authoritative. So you don't have any authority, you don't have any, like, what do we say, salary or something. You have any position where you can have control over others, but it is all about your influence. It is all about your ability, how you are able to bring people together to make something great out of this club.
Okay. Arsh Goel sir has commented, kudos to all of you. Great to see this community growing. Thank you so much, sir, for coming to this live stream.
Okay, so we have another question here. Can you all tell about your interview questions and how was your experience about interview? Any type of fear, anxiety, and it's normal. My questions to you all five fellas. Okay, let me start. My questions actually were very easy. They were only like small DSA kind of questions. They asked me what is queue, what is stack, and what kind of formatting it follows, etc. Then some of the questions were like based on situations. Like imagine you're like running a Python club or like Python program or something, and what will you do if the person who's going to come to teach you or something is unavailable or something? So based on that, you're supposed to answer the question. Just and whatever you have answered in the first round, that is the application process. Two of the questions from those only were asked. So just be ready. That's all. Others can share.
For me, they asked to introduce myself, very typical. And after that, I think they asked a few things about how GDSC has been previously and what I envision GDSC to be if I was to pick up the role. And after that, they also asked me about other communities in my college and how I uh, distinguish this from that. And there were again a few technical questions, but as far as I know, I got very decent amount of technical questions, not that much. But I do know lots of people who got too technically detail oriented questions. What about you guys?
For
Same
me,
here.
they asked about the technical questions, like in the end. So they asked me about what is polymorphism. And at that time I didn't knew what polymorphism is. It was like, okay, ये क्या बोला है, मैंने पहली बार सुन लिया. So that question, I guess I kind of like didn't answer, but at the end I was on being honest that I didn't knew about that answer. And another strong point which I was having during my interview was that I was lead in most of my academic projects and research projects that helped me to get some enlightenment that I can become a good lead at my university and start a GDSC club. Okay, so Neeraj, you can continue with that.
So I also answered the same type of questions. I got my interview was around of 30 minutes. It was around 25 minutes. They asked about leadership skills, and last time they asked about my technical skills and all that stuff. पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म मेरे से कोई नहीं पूछा भाई मैं बच गया.
So for me, they started with very basic definition of from like DSA, like what space complexity, time complexity, and all. Followed by some questions like where I'm in unfavorable situations and how will I handle those situations. And at the last, they asked me about my projects. They asked me to share my screen and show some, like, to demonstrate some of my projects. So for me, basically, it was kind of technical interview because I have to explain all the things and the concepts which I have applied for making that project. So it was all about my interview experience.
I think
There's
that's the thing
one.
about mine. why it wasn't so technically oriented was because in my application in itself I had mentioned like I am not such a technically inclined person and I would like to go into streams of design or UI UX. And I think that's why the change of the manner of questions. So I think be honest in your application so that you get accordingly. It would have been difficult for me if it was fully technical. What I mean, faked being technical, and then I would get technical questions in my interview. So again, be honest in all your application process, be transparent.
So
Okay, there
basically,
is
the
one
interview is
interesting question.
completely based on the essays which you have written.
Okay, so there is one interesting question. A person is asking from a very long time. I want to become a GDSC lead, but my college is non-technical. So can we have a GDSC at our university?
I think one of us does, right? Who was that? I forgot.
There is one person, I guess. He is from management or something. He he or she managed to create a GDSC club in his university, being from a non-technical background. So yeah, you can apply even if you are not from a non-technical background. And talking about the interview round, there is it depends upon the interviewer. Like mostly you go for the English, but if there is person who doesn't understand Hindi or your regional language in which you are answering, then that might create some problems. So practice your interview in English only.
And I think for the question which was asked about non-technical college, I think you just have to have a root factor wherein you have a little bit of computer science or anything related, because that person as well whom Gauss was talking about, they had, I guess, MCA kind of classes happening. So that is why. So you can have a little bit of technical aspects to your college, you can still apply. And Gauss,
Okay, so I want to ask one question. Can you share any specific tips or strategies that helped you during the GDSC application process?
I would like to answer this question. So basically, the thing which helped me the most was interacting with my club members, my GDSC lead, because from that I got to know the way this club functions and what the people are expecting from our community. So it helped me a lot to answer in front of the interviewer. And the thing which was like most helpful for me for while preparing for the interview was interacting with my elder brother, because he's already leading an organization. And the best part to like prepare for the best manner in which you can prepare for the interviews is by talking to a leader who is leading a group of members himself, because the insights you will be getting from there is the thing which will make you stand out in front of others. Moving on, I have one question to Neeraj. Like, what is the most memorable moment from your GDSC application experience? Like,
Bro, the whole process was real fun. Like they asked questions, and I was searching for the questions. Yes. It took me around 2 to 3 days to answer all the essays, but at last I figured out the top ways. So generally, memories are of two types: some bad memories and some good memories. I will take the bad memories first. So it was the technical route, and I started to give the the basic questions like basic logic building and basic apti. So I answered all the questions in a very in quite fast way. So I thought that, oh yes, I have rocked the interview. I have rocked the round. Then it comes the behavior round, and they asked 100 questions. Like seriously, bro, I am from engineering background, and you are asking me 100 questions, and I sat there and I was answering, yes, this is right, this is wrong. Oh, I will select this, I will select that, and those questions. If you will read the questions, you will think, bro, I am going to be a GDSC lead. Why you are asking me these questions? So I was just frustrated to answer those questions around after answering 30 to 40 questions. I thought that I was just washed out that why will I answer the next questions? But somehow I passed that down. And the most good memory I was that in the on the interview day, so my PC didn't started. So I thought that how will I manage to that my PC didn't started. So I joined the meet with my phone and said that actually this is my problem. So they said okay, we are arranging something. So I joined the meeting, and they asked questions and I was answering the questions like I was rocking on the answers. I was answering all the questions and in a very good way. I also did like that. They are asking these questions, and is this really interesting questions? And they hiring on this basis? I was just shocked. And after that, they asked me about my technical knowledge. So I explained me I am good at this. So after that, I was reviewing my questions that what they asked, and after reviewing the questions, I found it. Yes, actually, these are the questions what you have to ask to a good leader. And if you are a good leader, you must know the answers, how to manage the events and all the stuff. I thought that yes, I have the skills, I have the right skills. I was in bit confusing mode that will I basically selected or not. But after reviewing the questions and my answers, I thought that yes, I have rocked the interview. I will get my successful chances of being selected. So that was my some memories. So next, I would like to ask Harunya, who is the GDSC alum that inspires you and why?
Oh, well, that's difficult because I had really good GDSC alumni from my college. But one person, he really stood out. He is called, I mean, his name is Harshvardhan Mishra. He was a GDSC lead when I was in my second year. He is currently working in local stack, and I guess most of you guys will be knowing him from the open source community, from GSOC, GDSC, MLH, PyCon. He's just everywhere. So he has been a force of motivation for me. I remember he helped me make my first React application, first portfolio, and he was a person who has just all these lots of morals, ethics, and values. I look up to, and he's also not typically the person who spoon feeds or provides you, just direct answers. He provides you with the right platter, so you do, taken the efforts to devour that in, and I think that is very essential. So he pushes you to grow. So he's a GDSC alum that I really look up to, and he has a whole inspiration thing. He has inspired me to change and grow. So yeah. And I also have one question to all the leads here. How can if I do not have GDSC at my chapter university, how do I start a GDSC chapter completely from scratch?
एक सेकंड एक सेकंड
Someone is arriving.
Hmm.
Who is it?
अरे मेरे को ये करना पड़ेगा मतलब लाइक कोई लीव करना पड़ेगा स्टेज को
No, Anish, you just do one thing. After presenting, add your screen to stage.
ऐसा नहीं आ रहा है सेल हो गया ना
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
तो एक को रिमूव करना पड़ेगा कोई एक नीचे जा सकता है नीरज नीरज अबे गॉस ऐड करना
मेरे पास नहीं है परमिशन.
अच्छा पता नहीं मेरे को बस
Okay, meanwhile, anyone wants to answer my question?
I think everyone is busy trying to like bring someone to stage. To start GDSC, I would say one of the most influential club and engineering colleges out there. Not only engineering colleges, the college where we are trying to bridge the gap between technologies, like the theoretical knowledge and the practical one. So to start a GDSC, the very first thing is by applying for the role of GDSC lead, because बिना lead के community कैसी भाई. So first of all, we need to have a lead in our college, and after a lead is appointed, then we have to get the club registered at our university, appoint a faculty coordinator, and then like we have to start conducting our events, and with the motive which we had of creating social impact and positive impact. So the very first part is by applying for the role of GDSC lead.
Well, let's pick up a few questions from the chat as well.
I want to
Mm-mm-mm.
know more about the short 90-second video which is required in the registration.
Well, anyone else wants to answer that question? I've just been over and over about it. Anyone else?
Okay, I'll answer that. And so in the 90-second video, basically you should explain what you couldn't explain through your words in the application. So explain who you are, what projects you have done, what activities you have performed, what was your role in those type of activities. Basically all the things what you have done. Those things should be related to the questions which are asked in the application process, but also the things which you couldn't express yourself in those 2000 words, I guess. So and also show off your speaking skills. You need to become a good speaker. If you are becoming a GDSC lead, you'll need to understand how you can speak in front of a 100 to 200 audience, more than that if you have a very huge audience of GDSC at your college. And yeah, I guess the you this makes the 90 seconds, and you shouldn't include any irrelevant information that in those 90 seconds to make it like go more beyond 90 seconds.
And I think this question is directed towards Divyanshu. What questions were asked on projects? I guess you had a project related question, right?
So basically, at first they asked me what is the purpose of making this project and how is it different from all the projects which are out there in this particular domain. Basically, I made few projects in cybersecurity. Basically, they were small tools. So they asked me like, is there any other alternative of the tool which you have made? What are the tech stacks, and how your tool is different from the traditional tools which are being provided through GitHub and all those open source platforms. So there were very basic question: the purpose of the project and the tech stacks, and how your project is different from the projects which are available.
So, guys, in the live, if you do have any questions about the application, this is the right time to ask, and we are just happy to answer. So, drop in your questions, we'll pick them up.
A
After
very
there's one
interest,
question. Yeah,
very interesting
you go
question. No, no, no. You try. You try. Go
ahead. Okay. After becoming GDSC lead, do Google provide funds for the events or hackathons?
Better to keep this.
I
Anish
mean,
has signed an
this
link.
is again GDSC role in itself is a voluntary activity which you are picking up on your own interest, and it's again within your local community which you foster to. So, Google explicitly does not provide any such financial support, but It provides you with all the resources you require, the speaker, uh, you, a resource person, and it also provides you with toolkits. It helps you with building up the material. It gives you lots of content. So I guess that shouldn't be a problem, right? And you are again conducting this at your college or your university. So we do not at least see any need for a higher budget or things like that. It's just like any other club at your university. Yes, talk in Python. It's the best you can do in your interview.
Yes, this thing, Parth, you'll be given like access to some documentations and like few unlisted videos and etc. kind of stuffs, which will be like kind of like good resources for you to learn.
Yes, as lead, you will be given to lots of learning material as well, where you can, pick up a few topics you can learn on your own interest, and so that is also very useful, which you do not find, you would not get elsewhere or outside being GDSC lead. So yes. So do they provide offline graduation? Interesting.
And we are
Even
not
we
sure
don't
yet,
know that.
Yeah,
so
we also do not know.
there is time for that. So
And I think graduation or some other benefits should not be the driving force for applying for this position. The driving force should be making impact to the society, presenting something new and like amazing to the community out there, and by being a lead like at your university or anywhere basically you are gaining exclusive access to the content and technologies of Google. Try to use that to bring something new out of it, and don't like get distracted or get motivated by these small things like graduation event or swags or something like that.
Definitely.
Any more questions? Favorite game? Diagnostic test.
oh, actually, we forgot one important thing. That is, what is the driving force to join GDSC? So I think that I would say that would be Nikita ma'am's memes, and you know how it
Yes.
is, top notch. So really great memes. You
Yeah.
get to see.
I mean, that's what in the starting also we mentioned, like how you can make lifelong friends, lifelong connections. You just get to know people in a certain way that you would not outside. So it's a really good insight.
And all of the respect you get as a lead. That's really overwhelming.
Any other questions? Uh,
No, there was no fees for the registration. This is completely free.
And the tenure of the GDSC lead would be 1 year. I guess we did not mention that. So it'll be 1 year, and your application process in itself gets completed only. I mean, the entire selection process gets completed in the month of June, May, and you start organizing events in the month of August typically.
do you guys watch anime?
1 year or 9 to 10 months. 1 year. All of us leads get the final results in around June, and our graduation ceremony is also, I guess, planned in June.
I mean, yes, you do exit from the entire program at June. So, yes, it will
Yes.
be 1 year.
How much money you got to be in this event?
No money, just volunteers.
That's the love we have for this community.
What's the probable time for interviews?
No more than my college fees.
So, wrapping up about your application, show interest in being in a community, have growth mindset, be genuine, uh, put in all your interests, your experiences, write, make it personal, and write them on your own. And what else? These are major pointers. So, but, and build a story. That's something I very much remember doing in my application, is to make the essay a sort of a story, so readers also should be engaged, right? So that will be the wrap on the application process.
It's
we
actually like
hope we
how you
covered
present.
we hope we covered all your points, answered all your questions. Any other? I think we are nearing the clock, so any other comments from any of the leads?
Actually, you can schedule an interview at. You'll be given like a week of time to. So basically, you can schedule on some day where you're free and on some time. But make sure that the interviewer also is free. In case you're not free, you happen to have exams on the same day or something. Write an email to them, and they will respond back to you.
So I would say one thing, buckle up and like get started for this amazing journey of being the GDSC lead at your community. It is definitely going to be a thrilling experience for all of you, because the experience which you gain by being the GDSC lead is a thing which you can never earn in your student life, and definitely it is going to help you a lot when you enter the corporate industry, because like when we talk with our alumni, this is what we have came to know, that this experience matters a lot.
Kritika,
Kritika,
you're on mute.
We'll wrap up this session. You guys can go ahead, share any of your last thoughts and queries you have. And in case you get any last queries, we have listed our LinkedIn. I was going to say Instagram, I'm sorry. We have listed our LinkedIn's in the description of YouTube. You can go there, share us there. We'll answer you there. And thank you once again for being part of today's event. And we look forward to hearing from you back when you fill out the GDSC forms. Let us know. And yeah, one more announcement is there. Tomorrow we have a Twitter space coming up. That session is again being held at the same time, 9 p.m. So do not miss that, as you would have heard from this session only that GDSC is a diverse community. So again, if you hear about GDSC from different GDSC leads, it would be a different experience, and you would be given a different insights to your application. So it would be a new experience for you. And we will also host a second YouTube
Yes.
session, right? So we'll inform you about that, and you can join the next live stream. So stay tuned and do not miss the deadline for your applications. All the best. Thank you.
All the best for all of them who are applying.
All the best,
Do
everyone.
let us
All the
know
best,
about
guys.
how your application goes.
Yes.
Yes, just
We are rooting for
type a
you.
message. We all are rooting for everyone who has joined the stream. Let us
And
Yeah.
if
know
you
in
need any
LinkedIn if
help,
you do get.
yeah, if you need any
Actually,
help, the
Ganesh,
LinkedIn is there. You can reach out.
yeah. So Ganesh had actually a technical issue, so he'll be joining for the next one.
May this
Thank
holy
you guys for
feel colors
joining.
in application.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is again last question someone has come up with.
Guys, wait.
Guys, wait. Okay, okay, we're there,
Okay,
we're
okay.
there. We're there. Someone is asking us when are you
Oh
resigning?
God.
Maybe I'll resign in June
Parth, this was your
after I get
question,
this
So
year.
Parth.
you watch anime. What is this? No. Okay, I do not watch anime. I don't know about.
I do not watch.
A
I
bit
watch.
sometimes. A bit sometimes.
I don't.
We watch memes on Discord.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Yes.
watch
Yes.
And
memes on
there's enough
Discord.
memes.
If you
So
become a
yes.
GDSC lead, you'll have access to those memes on Discord.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Ganesh, for your valuable insight.
So on that note, huge all the best for everyone who is applying. Let us know on LinkedIn if how it went. We are curious. We will reply. And yeah, thank you for joining in today.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you in the next session.
Bye.